Let's talk dating as a single mom. I get this question all the time. Tips, advice, your experience. Are you seeing anyone? How's that going? And I would love to be able to give advice and tips on how that's going, but it's not going. Because as a single mom, our standards about triple prior to. I already had high standards, and then now you bring my daughter into the thing, and like no one's good enough, right? On top of standards, time. As a single mom, we have little to no me time. So if I'm going to invest the small amount of me time I have into someone else and you waste it, done. And on top of that, not being they don't know how to communicate. My 2-year-old toddler has the capability to tell me what she does or does not want, does or does not like, and how she's feeling. But some way, grown men are not able to use their big boy words to communicate. Weird. Moral of the story is I am not your girl if you want advice. I can tell you what not to do. I can tell you the men not to go for, but that's basically all I've learned over the last couple years. So hopefully you have better luck than I do.
You know, fam, I would love nothing else but to defend the dating choices younger pre- and post-single parent queens make. I'm serious. I truly desire to point out a statistical majority of women choosing the right guy and ignoring the players. Unfortunately, that's not reality. Not by a long shot. When you have queens like this one choosing the Chads, Tyrones, Pookies, and Ray Rays. Her own words, I can tell you the men not to go for. AKA the bad boy who has multiple baby mamas and isn't corny like Mr. Average. Ladies, do you honestly think your taco is so wham bam awesome that somehow giving the local male tramp a chance to top you off with his sour cream is going to make him commit? I mean, someone explain to this gorilla in the comments. The logic of jumping on Community D without a rapper is somehow going to end up on an all-around good way.
That was the plan. Not a great plan.
And yes, ladies, if you give the playboy consent, then this is 90% on you. In the West, women are the gatekeepers of S followed by an X. They also decide whether to take the one in the oven to a full-term cooking or not, i.e., you wanted your eggs cracked.
Now that's a lot of damage!
Moving on.
So when an older man is always dating younger women, specifically women like 15, 20 years younger than him, I don't think it's because he wants to be with a party girl or a girl who hasn't aged very much yet. Because men at that age, they want to be with someone who just wants to go to a nice dinner with them. They want to be with someone who's over the 2 a.m. bar hopping. And the whole idea that women are the most beautiful at 18, 20 years old is total crap, and we know it. You will see some of the most stunning women pushing 40, even later than. It's not about beauty, it's not about lifestyle, it's about the fact that they are more naive and easier to manipulate. They're more likely to put up with his BS, they're more likely to overlook things, simply because, it's not because they're stupid, it's because they haven't experienced it yet. They haven't been there in that situation where the newness of a fun relationship has worn off and it's been 5 years and he's still sitting on the couch doing nothing. And these men have realized that once a woman is 25, almost 30 years old, she's a lot more aware of the fact that the societal standards for relationships are kind of unbalanced. So I don't think it's about aging. I don't think it's about partying. I don't think it's about being carefree. It's about being easier on them because they haven't grown into that confident, strong woman that a lot of times you become in your late 20s, early 30s.
Mama say that happiness is from magic rays of sunshine that come down when you're feeling blue.
Fam, I sometimes believe that some of these single female parents get their dating logic off the back of a cereal box. I mean, just because older successful men don't usually date a club-hopping ditzy girl, that doesn't mean they are not attracted to young women. And ladies, for those of you thinking the majority of men find you more attractive as you age, that's like saying women find men more attractive the shorter they are. Sorry, it's biology, queens. You like height, men like youth. And this tatted up single parent queen should really pay attention to actual facts and not what she pulls out of her rear end and labels whatever. Men prefer younger women for several reasons. Those women tend to be coachable, less combative, far less damaged, less jaded, less demanding, nicer to be around, and usually have a more flexible schedule. And as for the growing into the strong, confident woman, that is just code for acting more masculine and becoming less attractive to men. Do an experiment, ladies. Ask a guy if he wants a strong, argumentative woman or a docile, submissive woman. I am confident your combative demeanor doesn't translate into a positive relationship trait.
Fatality.
Flawless victory.
Moving on.
So I'm a single mom of 2, and I kind of wanted to share why I don't and will not date anymore. So a little backstory about me. I have 2 boys. I was married to my second son's father for a little bit, and I had my first son in high school with my high school sweetheart.
I was also engaged for a little bit recently and I called that off, but that story's for another video. So pretty much since I called off my engagement, I've been doing a lot of like internal soul searching about like dating and just relationships and like what I want out of that. I highly recommend you do that and journal, because that's helped me like kind of figure out where I'm at in this moment today. So basically I have decided to not date, not look, not try, not think about it, not put any energy into relationships or dating. I like 100% want to focus all of myself on my kids and my career. Don't know where my career is going yet, but again, another video. So the reason that I've decided this is just a few things. A, dating as a single mom is so risky. Like, from this past experience of breaking off my engagement and all of that, like, unfortunately, I hurt my kids. And that has been really hard for me to process in putting them through that as well. And it's just too risky for me and not something that I ever want to be put through or put them through again.
This queen said she is a single mom of 2, was married to her second baby daddy, and had infant number 1 in high school. Starting off, I am kind of sure my male viewers would put in the comments that she is maybe not a good decision maker. I mean, she also said she put off her engagement. More to unravel there.
That's your wife and my kids.
The important takeaway, I would say, is the situation she put her little ones through. I give this young parent complete props for recognizing that. Credit goes where it is due. Now, ladies, believe it or not, it's actually the caring man who decided to get into this type of relationship who is probably hurt the worst. Think about it. Chances are he developed feelings for those kids, and now that the relationship is over, he has no legal right to ever see them again. This is why many men refuse to take the dad role for some other man's developed seed, not to mention how much money they save on not buying someone else's school supplies.
Now, mind you, my kids have not met a lot of people. This was the first guy that my youngest son met, and the second guy that my oldest met being the other one being my youngest son's father. So anyway, it's just too risky. Another reason is, like I said, I just like want to be 100% focused on my kids and my career. Not saying that if you're dating and you have kids and you have a career that you can't be 100% in a relationship, but for me, I just don't want to even have to bother, to be honest. Like, I am all in on my kids. I'm all in on my career and where I want to go and what I want to build for us. That dating is just nowhere near my radar. And I've thought about it since calling off my wedding and ending my engagement, like getting back out there, just kind of like seeing what's out there. And I'm just truly deep down, like, not interested. Men have hurt me so much, and this is not like a men video. It's really not. But I truly have zero trust, zero, in the male species. And that's also another reason. Like, my ex-fiance was like the nicest guy ever, and it still didn't work out. So maybe it's me. I don't know. It's me. I'm the problem. I don't know. But I'm really, truly at a point in my life where I don't want to date. I will not date. And that might change in a couple years, might change in a couple months. I don't know. But as of right now, I'm really, really happy with my decision. And I just suggest really searching internally for what you want.
Maybe it's you? Let's see. Who is the common denominator? You? No, it's definitely you, Colleen.
Show of hands for everybody who knew. Bingo.
And no, it wasn't men who hurt you as much as your actual choices of those type of men that hurt you. Okay, when a guy has a woman who tries to hurt him, he will usually say, I sure know how to pick them, don't I? If men can do that, is it too much to ask women to take that much accountability?
Whatever.
Rhetorical question, fam. Of course it is. And ladies, this call of I am going to not date and concentrate on just me phase is nothing new. And it really isn't anything that is going to last long either. Let me put it this way. There is a reason why single female parents who have a few cubs and a few eggs left in her internal egg carton get a little more creative in their dating strategy, i.e. they purposely look for an older gentleman who is probably fixed. context. I mean, it eliminates the chances of an extra mouth to feed and raises the chances of him providing some more resources. Either that or they want another Rugrat from a higher earning ringer. I'm just saying, if you enjoy this audit, click on the video in the end screen for more content. If you would like to support the channel, please follow the link in the description to donate to our beer fund, or like, subscribe, and share this video on other social media platforms. If you agree or disagree with anything about this audit, please let us know in the comments. I'm going to leave this audit right here. I'll see all of you in the next episode.